afternoon, Varsity. I was waiting on this too. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get on into this, man, because I don't have too much time. Good afternoon, freedom marchers, freedom family, freedom lovers, and freedom fighters. Snapzilla Gorillas in the building, hitting y'all upside the head with this afternoon paper, where I'm going to be discussing Gervonta Tonka Twuck Davis. Pardon me, my voice is slowly coming back, right? But, you know, I'm getting better, and that's all that matters, and all that good shit, so we're going to keep marching forward. As you know, Tonka Twuck Davis was supposed to fight Jake Paul next Friday on the 14th of November. They were supposed to fight. And, you know, a lot of shit is surrounding this. There's a lot of issues with this fight in general. We know he's a duck, right? And now we know that he will not be fighting Jake Paul on the 14th of November. They dropped him from the card. They might even have to move the date, right? They're talking about sometime in December. And this is due to allegations against Gervonta Tonka Twuck Davis having to do with domestic violence, right? He went to, allegedly, to a gentleman's club where apparently he was dating a bottle service girl, and he went up there and snatched her up, allegedly, and hit her upside the head and all this shit, right? And now she's like, apparently there's a civil lawsuit that she's launching against him. And there may even be criminal charges, but one thing we do know for a fact is that Gervonta Tonka Twuck Davis is not going to be fighting Jake Paul on the 14th of November. That's what we do know, right? And what else do we know? Well, we know that this is a pattern for Gervonta Tonka Twuck Davis. He keeps getting into these situations where he's being accused of basically putting his hands on females, domestic violence, and whatever the case may be. We know there was an incident on Father's Day where initially his baby's mother was going to press charges, but then she dropped the charges or whatever the case. And then you got before that where she put baby shit on his tooth. He got out of that one, and then you have the issue with the pregnant lady. And salute to Varsity in the building. Salute to you. Please hit the like button when you get in the building. Please, thank you. Salute to Ronald Sandoval. So there was a hit and run case where he hit the pregnant lady, and this is a pattern for Gervonta Tonka Twuck Davis. And let me just say, Gervonta Tonka Twuck Davis is a piece of shit human being and a coon. He's a coon straight up and down who went to bat for racist Ryan Garcia on multiple occasions when he was found to be a cheater and when he was found to be a racist. So he decided to coon out simply because he does not like Devin Haney or whatever his issue is with Devin Haney. He is okay with someone like Ryan Garcia being a piece of trash, racist drug cheat. And he has defended him on multiple occasions. So at that point for me, Gervonta Tonka Twuck Davis was no longer a black person. Yeah, he's no longer one of us, one of the tribe. So at that point I was like, he does not represent the black community in any way. You know, he just does not, right? Just like, kind of like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is the same way. And it makes sense because Floyd Mayweather did have Tonka Twuck Davis under his wing at some point. So, you know, it all makes sense. It all lines up. It all adds up to Tonka Twuck Davis being a piece of shit, being a coon, a woman beater, and all these different things. And I see people struggling to let him go. I see people making excuses. I see people wanting to feel bad for him and all these. I don't. I have zero empathy or sympathy for what Tonka Twuck Davis was going through. And if he was going to fight Jake Paul, I wanted Jake Paul to flatline this motherfucker. Right? Simply because of what Gervonta Tonka Twuck Davis represents just in many facets of society, in boxing, in social things, and whatever the case may be, whatever you want to attach to the Tonka Twuck. And when he did get flatlined by Jake Paul, seeing his fans cardiac arrest, you know, jumping out a window, whatever the case may be, it's just Tonka Twuck Davis is a toxic human being with extremely toxic tendencies and behavior that does not align with what it is to be a good person. He's just a piece of trash all the way around, all the way across the board. And I'm glad that supporters have to face the music. Y'all pardon my salute. Y'all check out this Stormy B Man hat, man. Y'all go to Stormy B Man. He has dope ass merchandise. You know, y'all go check that out. Unfortunately, with this one, my kid sat on it and misshaped it and all that, and I trying to get it back, you know, whatever it is, what it is. Anyway, sometimes you got to throw the baby out with the bathwater. And that's what this is about, right? Throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Because usually when people use that idiom, that phrase, right? It refers to you know, people who does some crazy shit, some wild shit, or something, right? Where, okay, something happened, this person caused a lot of problems, or there were a lot of problems that came from this, or came from that person, or came from that dog or that cat. Maybe the cat scratched up your child and made it bleed, right? And you're like, man, fuck this cat. But then your wife is like, oh, well, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Yeah, the cat scratched the kid, but, you know, it also catches mice. When rats come through, it gets rid of the mice. It kills the mice. There is redeeming qualities to that cat. There are redeeming qualities to spiders, right? You don't want to see a spider, right? Especially the big black ugly ones that you think, oh no, I don't want to, fuck that. You want your husband to come and kill the damn spider. But your husband's like, man, do you know what spiders do for the household? Whatever the case may be. Do you get it? There are redeeming qualities of that spider. So you don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? Don't kill the spider because you're afraid of the spider. There are uses for this spider. Well, with Tonka Twuck Davis in this situation, he has zero redeeming qualities at all whatsoever. Not to any sensible human being that cares about the sport of boxing or anything like that. Oh, salute to you, Latressa. Good afternoon to you. Tonka Twuck Davis has zero redeeming qualities. And it's okay to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Yes. There is nothing valuable about Tonka Twuck Davis. There's nothing good. There's nothing that I can sit up here and say, yeah, he may have done this, that, and the third, but he also does this, right? Now, people, they'll pull shit out of their ass. They'll talk about, oh, well, Tonka Twuck Davis, he bought up the block and then all this and bought some housing and did this and handed out turkeys. Well, I'm not going to get into the houses being set on fire almost immediately after he bought them. I'm not going to get into that. And I'm not going to get in the way, okay, yeah, okay, he bought turkeys, but so did the local drug dealer that killed your baby daddy. Okay, yeah. The drug dealer that killed your baby daddy, oh yeah, he bought turkeys for the block. My baby daddy died, my husband died, but hey, it is what it is. He's handing out turkeys. You can't fool me. Okay, I see. I know what altruism is, and I know what it's not. I don't think there's anything redeemable. Now, this is my opinion now. There is nothing about Tonka Twuck Davis that makes me believe that there is something in him where he could learn from this situation, right? Learn from what happened to him. Because let me tell you why, man. These allegations come out. There is rumblings and speculation about him not being able to fight Jake Paul. Tonka Twuck Davis has an opportunity to address this whole situation. He does. He can say, you know what, guys? This shit ain't true. None of this shit happened. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I want to fight Jake Paul. Let me prove whatever the fuck the case may be. Now, he shouldn't have to prove his innocence, right? Because it's guilty until proven innocent. I mean, it's innocent until proven guilty. Point blank and period, right? Sure, absolutely. But patterns are patterns at the end of the day, right? Do we not understand that? So when we look at this situation and Tonka Twuck Davis has an opportunity to address it, he doesn't. What does he do instead? He talks about how on the day Victor Conte passed away, he talks about how today is a great day in boxing. You won't be able to use snack no more. Blah, blah, blah. So he talks about how a man like Victor Conte dies, and he talks about how it's a great day. He doesn't address the allegations. Now, this is before Jake Paul drops his monkey ass. Yes, I said it. Monkey ass. And then a day later, when we find out, guess who's no longer going to be on the card? Yeah, who's not going to fight? And then the ladies that are supposed to fight on that day, on the 14th, on the same card, Alicia Baumgardner, Amanda Serrano, and others, they said, oh, no, hell no. And they said, we ain't gonna have it. So Netflix and Jake Paul, MVP, did the right thing. They threw out the baby with the bathwater. And oh, did Jake Paul shit on Tonka Twuck Davis without any regard for his feelings or his fans' feelings. Because you know what? Fuck his fans. You are the ones that enable Tonka Twuck Davis to behave as he does. As though he's untouchable. As though nothing can happen to him. It's that optimism bias that you guys project onto him. He feeds off of that. Like a gremlin, right? What happens when a gremlin eats after midnight? Or not the gremlin, but the pre-gremlin. I forgot what they call him. You know, Waldo or Gizmo. What happens when Gizmo gets wet? You guys wet Tonka Twuck Davis up with your glaze, and he pisses on you and tells you it's raining, and you run with it. You know, like the content creators out there that ride him so hard, the taint lickers. Yeah, the Tonka Twuck taint lickers, like Knockoff Pity Pat, 69 TV, and others. Buckeye Biz, those types of guys. They do this shit. Yeah. They enable this man to behave as he does. And now, well, the comeuppance has come up. Right? The karma has karmified. You can't escape it. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. It may not happen right away, but it's going to happen. And that's what we have to realize about how energy works. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can be transformed. It can be transferred. It can be moved. It can be harnessed. Different things can happen to energy, but the energy is always there. It always exists. And the energy that Tonka Twuck David gives out is very low frequency. And so what comes back to him is low frequency results. This is just a reality. So when you throw the baby out with the bathwater in this case, they're both filthy and they're both contaminated. The baby is just trash. Yes, you throw the baby out too. No sympathy or empathy for the baby. The baby has zero redeeming qualities. And the water, well, the water is filthy because it came off the baby, right? This is what we got when we're dealing with Tonka Twuck Davis. And it's something we have to come to terms with. Not me. I've been to terms with. See, I have the ability. There's something about me. I judge character pretty well. And usually when I see something initially from someone that makes me say, yeah, I can't fuck with this motherfucker, I usually run with, I go with it, right? And if I address it in public or if I address it on my platform, like say another YouTuber like Knockoff Pity Pat, like Boxing No Go or Boxing Ego as you guys know him, and other type of content creators in the sport of boxing, they're on some wild shit. Yeah, I get onto it early. I figure it out early and I say, fuck this. And I might address it. Latressa says, Montgomery, salute to you. She says, my bad, I only know two of the names of boxing. That's Bud, Muhammad, G. Foreman. No problem. I discuss boxing every now and then. It's all good, Queen. It's all good. No problem. When Boxing No Go showed a crack, I said, this motherfucker tripping. And I turned my back. Hey, I said, man, I can't fuck with this dude because he on some wild shit. And it took quite a few people quite a while to figure it out. Same thing with Knockoff Pity Pat. Yeah. When Knockoff Pity Pat, or as you know him, KO Boxing 86 TV, I call him Knockoff Pity Pat 69 TV. When I figured out that he was on some bullshit, I said, oh yeah, I know. And eventually they show you that I was right. It's okay. Same thing with Tonka Twuck Davis. Same thing with other fighters, especially Tonka Twuck Davis. Like, come on, man. But it is what it is. I threw that baby out a while ago. Yeah, I threw that Tonka Twuck. Yeah, Tonka Twuck. Yeah, that motherfucker said. I said, hey, this dude's a piece of shit, and that's okay. Anyway, y'all, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get back to work. But thank y'all for coming through. Thank you for hitting the like button and all that good shit. Thank you for checking me out. Thank you for hitting, for sharing whatever you did. Please leave a comment in the comment section if you catch the replay. Tell me what you think. Do you believe that Tonka Twuck Davis has any redeeming qualities? Should we not throw the baby out with the bathwater? Let me know. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. And guess what we gonna do? We gonna keep marching forward toward freedom and truth. Peace.